the hay, all you sports fans out there in the tubosphere, to you, the individual, as part of the collective. Welcome to Fast Track Sports Rack Hides here on Talk Radio, version of the OMSR. I am your brief but concise host, Will, the alternative ESPN Sports Thrill. Always do a little show like this, let you know the clip order coming up and the whys and wherefores. You get a significantly longer highlights reel that way. Plus a quickie sport rant of the segment. Why? Well, that's all due to the fabulous OMSR sponsor, being the DNCA, so many thanks to it, and all the goodies covered. All the video highlights courtesy to ESPN and the respective universities being profiled. A little shout out to the NCAA. Everything else, can't whistle to save my life for the last 2 days, to the OMSR. Okay, excuse me. There you go. The wherefores, what's coming up? Yeah, it's that time of year where the OMSR dedicates a lot of time to the mid-majors, because those tournament winners gets their ticket punched. So we're talking briefly and concisely about Horizon League and Wisconsin of Milwaukee versus Wright State. Right state of mind. So typically, basically from Gen 2.0. The way it rolls, the way I like to roll with this is to try to bring you the starting lineups, and then fast forward, let the on-site commentator team take us through the first half highlights, focus on the second half, because there's just not enough time to bring you the entire game. Plus it keeps the clip short and sweet. Plus I stick to, not borrowing too much. You still get a feel for the game beyond, say, like your 2 and 3 minutes. Which it takes more than 2 and 3 minutes to get a feel for the game. Yes, you might get, like a highlight reel that's nothing but highlights. But when we're talking about universities, especially this year being the year of schools who've not been there in many years, going to the big dance, I have to try to see, then play a few offensive and defensive series. And that way you can sort of predict for, filling out your brackets. I think the OMSR has been doing a pretty good job on that, because there's still half of the mid-major tournaments to go, like Mountain West, and I think like Southwest with the swag, and so forth. So on the quickie sport rant of the segment, I think the NBA, I've repeated this a few times, but it bears repeating. NBA needs to focus more on this time of year. There's been plenty of players profiled so far who are NBA ready, and stop so much with the hype of the underclassmen. They'll still be there, barring an injury. That's always in players' back of mind. I get that. But you got 3 dudes in Coastal Carolina. I'm calling them my Florida Gulf Coast this year to make some noise and all that. But hey, congrats to Wisconsin, Milwaukee. I actually profiled them last year. The Battle of Wisconsin, other than the Badgers, it was Milwaukee versus Green Bay. Didn't get a lot of activity. But hey, OMSR is not about keeping track of what's just popular, right? Especially when it comes to college sports. I try to cover a wide range. Thanks for watching those silly DUIs while you're out there. Roll clips.
March Madness has been unleashed in Dayton, and Jordan Aaron has been the hero for Milwaukee. 28 points in a semifinal win against Green Bay. Tonight the challenge, Wright State's balance of Jaron Young, Miles Dixon, and A.J. Packer. Someone's going to the tournament. It's the Horizon League Championship game. Now, welcome to Championship Week, presented by Dick's Sporting Goods, and welcome to Dayton, home of Wright State. Tonight they host Milwaukee. Here at the Nutter Center, we will crown a champion in the Horizon League, and one of these 2 teams will be in the NCAA tournament. How did they get here? Well, both with heroic performances by players that have been terrific all year long. Jordan Aaron with 28 points in the upset over the top seed Green Bay from Milwaukee. Cole Darling had 21 as Wright State took out Cleveland State. So it's the 5 seed against the 3 seed in the Horizon League Championship. Hi again, everyone. Bob Wischusen here with Malcolm Huckabee in Dayton for what really is a true Game 7. This is now a 1-bid league. Obviously, you've got Green Bay, the top seed. They get the consolation prize of going to the NIT. Not so for either of these 2 teams. Whoever wins this game goes to the tournament. Whoever loses it, their season might be over.
It's all about this game right here. All the off-season workouts, you have a chance tonight to punch a ticket into the dance.
Now, as we take a look at our one-on-one, both of these two teams have a guard playing at the top of their game right now.
Milwaukee is led by Jordan Aaron. In the semifinal game against Green Bay, he was fantastic. 28 points. He hit some difficult runners in the lane, contested threes. Wright State is going to have their work cut out trying to keep this guard from the Bronx under control tonight. And then for Wright State, the balance attack is led by Miles Dixon. He has been fantastic in this conference finals. 17 points, 4 rebounds, and a Cleveland State win. One of the most explosive guards in the open court.
Taking a look at our starting lineups, and Jordan Aaron in the backcourt, helped out by Matt Tybee in the front court, and his 6 double-doubles. He's been just as effective in the paint for Milwaukee. And for Wright State, all 5 starters average at least 7 points a game, led by A.J. Packer, who averages 10.8 points per game. Set for the start of the second half of the Horizon League championship game, and it's a 10-point lead for the road team, Milwaukee, here at Wright State. We're in Dayton at the Nutter Center, and it's been since 2005 that Milwaukee has last won in this building. They were tremendous in the first half, though. Bob Wischusen, Malcolm Huckabee. Set for the start of the second half. How about the efficiency of Milwaukee offensively in the first 20 minutes?
Well, they're going up against the best team, defensive team in the Horizon League. And for part of that first half, they were shooting over 80% from the three-point line, over 60 from the field floor. They have been efficient, and they have not turned the ball over. I think they have put on a clinic on the offensive end in that first half. We're going to take a look at some of the play right here. Wright State, uncharacteristically, they have had 4 closeouts in the first half. That's way too much space on Austin Aaron, their best three-point shooter for Milwaukee. And then they've been going inside, outside, no help by Wright State. And these guys are getting high percentage shots. Jordan Aaron, he's giving the ball up. And this is just way too easy on the offensive glass for Milwaukee.
Milwaukee had points on 18 of their 33 first-half offensive possessions. Not only did they out-rebound Wright State 18 to 12, but 6 of those 18 were offensive rebounds, including 4 by Malcolm Moore alone. He had 7 rebounds and 7 points in the first half, and all 4 of his offensive rebounds resulted in second chance points.
Bob, looking at those numbers, you would think Milwaukee would be up more than 10, so that's the only good news for Wright State coming into the second half.
And a reach-in foul called on Miles Dixon to start the second half. So for Wright State, conversely, what do you think were those couple of points that Billy Donlin probably stressed most for the second half?
Well, it's simple. They got to close out better on three-point shooters, and then they got to rebound the ball.
Good help defense came from Cole Darling. Best the other way. Lays it in. So defense creates offense for Wright State, who has never led. We have never been tied. Jordan Aaron has his shot blocked and taken away by Jaron Young.
First 5 minutes of the second half, completely different from what we saw in the first half. In the second, Wright State is the aggressor.
A.J. Packer muscles one up, and
Wright State out of the paint.
Arsenault hits it through.
Arsenault is Wright State's best three-point shooter, over 45% from the three-point line. So that's a much-needed three for Wright State.
Jordan penetrates, blocked from behind by Darling.
Great help defense by Darling. Jordan Aaron, he's so tough to keep out of the lane, and that's what you need to do if you're Wright State. When he breaks down your other guards, the help needs to be quick.
Speaking of quick, off the curl, Austin Arians, the quick trigger off the inbounds.
That's a nice little curl cut. No help or hedge by the big on that screen, and Aaron curled tight for a nice little runner in the lane.
Best for 3. Held under the timeouts. Milwaukee has the possession arrow. Under 5.5 minutes to go. Young across the lane.
a slashing move by Jaron Young. He basically just sidestepped the help and was able to get up in the lane and finish.
Puts up a point-blank shot. It won't go. And then he commits the foul. Milwaukee has not won at Wright State since 2005. 9 straight losses. They also haven't been to the NCAA tournament since 2006 when they beat Butler at the Cell in the championship game of the Horizon League. Brandon Polk was terrific for the Bulldogs. He had 27. But an ensemble for Milwaukee. Chris Hill, Derek Ford with that layup. Then Jason McCoy with a pretty spin move and a lay-in. And Boo Davis. That layup helps. An 18-point total for Davis and an 87-71 Milwaukee win. This season's version, 7-9 in the league, 5th overall in the Horizon League standings. Won their last 4 games, though, after Jordan Aaron returned from his suspension. And they have been on fire in the Horizon League tournament. Robert Susan, Malcolm Huckabee. What do we expect in the last 4 minutes?
Well, I think Milwaukee needs to continue to be patient on offense, work the clock, and then try to penetrate the Jordan Aaron, spread him out, and have him kick out or try to get to the hole on his own.
Helm leans in. Packer couldn't foul. Helm went right at A.J. Packer, who's playing with 4 fouls. He's up to 20 points. Young tries a 3. Got it. No good. The tap out to Hopkins. Another chance for Wright State. Rashawn Hopkins, 1 on 4 again, and it's blocked out of bounds.
Oh!
Heavy screen.
Hello!
Court by Helm. And Best had no idea it was coming. It's a 5 on 4 as a result.
Nobody called out the screen for that.
Yeah, that was a hockey check screen there.
The double team on McWhorter. You don't want to foul now if you're Wright State. 10 to shoot. Aaron out near mid-court. Splits a double team. Down the lane. It's blocked for the foul call.
What a beautiful split by Jordan Aaron. He just split 2 defenders. No pick and roll situation. And I'd like to see if there was body on this. In that situation right there, it looked like it was pretty good defense.
The foul was called on JT Yoho. The block from Jaron Young, but Yoho was called for the foul. Jordan Aaron, 81% free throw shooter.
Well, he has been the guy for Milwaukee, Bob. End of game situations, going back to that semifinal win against Green Bay, he went off for 28. In the OT win, he hit big shot after big shot. I expect him, with the 31 seconds left, to have the ball in his hands.
10 of his 17 have been scored here in the second half. And now he's got 18. 30 seconds to go. It's a 6-point game. Needs to be a sense of urgency here for Wright State. Yoho for 3.
Ooh, in and out.
Packer leans in for 3. That's off the mark. 8 seconds to go. Dribbling it out of trouble is Steve McWhorter, and Milwaukee is going to go to the NCAA tournament.
Bob, a team picked to finish dead last in the Horizon League has just punched a ticket.